Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how I took my squats from this to this. So yeah, I definitely improved my depth quite a bit. So if you want to know how I did it, I'll show you right now. So the first move that I suggest you try is the weighted hip shift. This has to be the best move that has helped me. And so what you do is you hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell in your hands. You have your hips facing forward and your foot out to the side, and you lean over and shift your weight onto that foot. You hold it for a few seconds in that position and return back up to the top. And you want to do this for about 5 reps or so on each side, maybe 2 to 3 sets depending on how you're feeling. Next up we have the combat stretch. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. This is the first way. You're kind of hunched over. You place your hand underneath the ball of your foot, shift your weight into that foot, and pull the ball of your foot up. This is a great calf and Achilles stretch. Again, hold it for a few seconds and then release. Next up is the other version of the combat stretch. So it's kind of like the hip shift, except you are rotating your hips towards your knee now. Again, you shift your weight forward, stretching out that calf and Achilles. Hold it for a few seconds at the bottom and then come up and repeat it about 5, 6 or so times on each side, and maybe do 2 to 3 sets. Next up we have the 90-90 hip rotation. So this is the easiest variation to do of it. So you're leaning back onto your hands, just rocking your feet, and you're making a 90-degree angle with the bend in your knees. And yeah, you just rock side to side. For me, this really is hard for the internal rotation in my hips, so it feels really good. And then here is the harder version. So you're sitting up, not leaning back on those hands. Again, rocking side to side here, doing that rotation, holding for a few seconds on each side. Then the hardest version is actually leaning into that stretch forward, and then you lean backward to stretch your hip flexor on your back leg. And then after a few seconds, you rotate over and repeat that on the other side. Then moving on to weighted holds. This is good for just practicing being in that deep squat. You can play with the positioning, rocking side to side, just really working those hips open and using that weight to help balance you out at the bottom. Here is another variation of that hold. Use the squat rack to actually hold yourself down there. Go as low as you can and really just press those hips open, feel the stretch. And this is great to do for a warm-up as well. If you're really struggling with deep squats, you can put a plate underneath your heel for some heel elevated squats. This is a great way to practice being in the low depth of the squat. Then for some strength, you want to do some banded hip abduction. So this will help really strengthen those hip muscles, which will help you in your squat, make your squat a lot stronger, and will help with the depth as well. So those are the mobility drills that have improved my squats and my depth with my squats. I hope you found this helpful, and remember, everyone has different bodies, so in body mechanics, so your squat may need to be a wider stance than someone else, so play around with the stance of your squat as well. Maybe you need to turn your feet out a little bit more than someone else, maybe you have a wider stance than someone else. Play with that too, that can affect your depth as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Bye!